I think I'm done being a Facebook streamer. Now, before you say anything, no, I'm not quitting streaming and I'm not leaving Facebook. But I do need to explain. Now, I've talked about this in my streams over the last month. You know, I've kind of been going back and forth with the community, but I thought I'd just use this chance to sort of articulate all my thoughts and address it all at once in one video so that you guys know where I'm at, what I'm thinking, and you get the whole picture, so it's not just kind of bits and pieces that you may have heard in the stream. If you're watching this, then you most likely know who I am, but if you don't, I'm Peak, and I've been streaming on Facebook for nearly 3 years. I've been a partner on Facebook for almost 2 years, and very recently, practically for the whole month of August, I received a 30-day live ban. So I couldn't go live for a whole month on Facebook, which is my main platform. This obviously had an impact on my page, my reach, my views, my income. I was streaming on YouTube at the time of my ban, as I didn't really have a choice. I didn't choose Kick because the app still wasn't great at that time. Obviously, they've updated it. It's a lot better now, but that is an option. But before I talk about the future, I want to kind of roll it back a bit and tell you what's kind of led to this. So none of this is scripted. This is all just coming straight from me, but these are things I've been thinking about for a little while now. So I started streaming in October 2020 on Facebook. I've never streamed on any other platform, but I make videos for Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. But Facebook is my main platform, my main live platform, my main content platform. It's where I have my biggest following, get the most views, and I kind of built everything around Facebook. Now I know, you should diversify your content, and I do. I do make videos for YouTube and TikTok. Fortunately, they just haven't taken off as well as Facebook has. And when you get comfortable in something and it's going well, tend to put more of your focus on that, which, makes sense, right? Facebook is getting me the most views, engagement, income, which obviously I'm a full-time streamer, so that definitely plays a part in it. But I kind of backed myself into a corner. Now, no doubt you've seen that Facebook isn't doing very well right now. A lot of people, a lot of streamers are leaving the platform over the last 6 months. I'd say over half, if not 75% of partners have given in their partnership and gone elsewhere. And I don't blame them. It's around February, March of this year, 2023, when a lot of the partners started leaving. A lot of the UK-based partners were handing in their contracts and moving to Kick, just going to multi-stream. And obviously at the time seeing this, I was a little bit worried and I almost did the same thing. Then I kind of took a step back. A lot of them had complaints about the platform, but also their own streams. But at the time, my streams were actually doing pretty well. My videos were doing better than ever. Actually, in March and April were 2 of my highest performing months ever. So I sort of thought about it and I said, maybe I don't actually need to leave. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean that I need to do it. I didn't want to just jump on the bandwagon, follow the trend, which I think a lot of people did. I think a lot of maybe the less experienced partners sort of saw this and were like, oh, if they're doing it, maybe I should do it too. So that was the reason I stayed with Facebook, and I obviously in the back of my mind, I was kind of wondering like, oh, but where's the platform going? What is happening? This obviously isn't good, but my situation was fine. So I don't really want to jeopardize it just in case and just for the sake of everyone else doing it. So I stuck it out up until July. Everything was going fine. Now, don't get me wrong. I was thinking of doing streams on other platforms. Kick was looking very tempting. I wanted to grow my YouTube as well because, I upload long form videos and shorts over there. But it had been playing on my mind. And luckily enough, in June, they changed the partner contracts to allow us to stream on other platforms. So if you didn't know, partners in the EU and the UK were exclusive to Facebook. We could only do gaming streams on Facebook. Now, this was actually a big reason for people giving in their partnership because they wanted to expand. They weren't allowed to with their partnership. Compared to the partners in North America who were allowed to stream on other platforms. But in June, after a majority of the partners already left, Facebook actually changed the terms for partners to allow us to stream on other platforms, provided we hit a few goals, but we essentially had the same freedoms. Now, I thought about doing this, not just completely abandoning Facebook, doing like a couple hours on Facebook and then moving over to Kick YouTube. Anyway, fast forward to July, the end of July. I had a pretty good month. So I do live streams 5 days a week. I also post videos. I do about 2 videos per day on Facebook usually. I get anywhere between 2 to 4 million views a month on average. Obviously, I earn ad revenue. For the last 8 to 10 months, it got to a point where my ad revenue was a lot higher than my subs and star count, which was nice for me. It was nice to be able to earn a decent living off the ad revenue and not have to stress about subs and stars. I think that is the best way to approach being a creator. It's nice to not have that burden fall on other people. If my subs are down 1 month, at least I've got the ad revenue up the shortfall, which was nice. All up until July, really good month. And then basically the 1st August, I was sick. I got the flu, so I didn't stream for a week. I came back to stream on, I believe, the 7th or the 8th of August, and I couldn't go live. And I looked looked at my page, no violation, switched to my personal page and saw that I had a 30-day live restriction. So there was nothing on my gaming page, on my creator dashboard, indicating that I couldn't go live. It just wouldn't let me do it. So I actually got banned on the 1st of August, but obviously I missed it because I was sick. I wasn't really in the best frame of mind, wasn't really paying attention to my personal notifications, but I actually got banned for the most ridiculous reason. I got banned for making a comment on my own post, not directed at anyone, not even tagging anyone or replying to anyone, saying, if you think I cheat, you need to stick your head in a barbecue. Now, this is a bit of a jab at some recent drama I had with another streamer. I'm not going to go into it. But if you know, you know. Obviously, Facebook's AI auto detection system flagged this, or someone reported it, but it had been flagged for violent and harmful speech, and I straight away got a 30-day ban. Now, this was a first offense, no 24-hour ban, no warning even, no 72 or 1 week ban, just a straight up 30-day ban, which I think is just ridiculous. It's incredibly harsh. It's a very harsh ban, not even that bad of a comment. I can understand why it might have been picked up, but the fact that I got hit with such a heavy ban is ridiculous. Add to the fact that I'm a Facebook partner, which evidently doesn't really mean much. I am one of the last partners on the platform, to be honest, and there's just no support anymore. Now, I appealed the ban twice, contacted Facebook support multiple times, reached out to my partner managers. Nothing was able to be done. All I got was a copy-paste response of what the community guidelines are with links to a page that I can access on my own. Literally, no help, right? Because Facebook fired all their staff. They fired pretty much all the gaming team. There's literally no one to turn to anymore. I don't even have a partner manager anymore. And then I think it was around the 12th or the 13th of August, my personal Facebook actually got hacked, and I couldn't access it for a day and a half. The only way I was able to reset my password was through Meta Business Suite. Facebook support was no help once again. So I think you can kind of tell where Facebook's at now, if you didn't already. So for the whole month of August, I couldn't stream on Facebook, so I streamed on YouTube. And I gotta say, I liked it. Yes, obviously my YouTube streams weren't as busy as my Facebook streams because obviously I have more of a following on Facebook than I do on YouTube. Obviously, I was posting to my YouTube saying, hey, I'm going live on YouTube. I didn't post links, never post links on Facebook. They get suppressed, they don't get pushed. So I'd post a picture of my live thumbnail and say, hey, I'm live here, link in the comments. But that's only so effective. I also made stories, I'd post in Discord. It's nice being on a platform where notifications actually work. And yeah, it was nice. YouTube's a good platform. Then my ban was up. I came back to Facebook. The first stream back was great. Everyone was back in. Everyone was saying they missed me. But the thing is, half of those people in the stream didn't actually know I was on YouTube. And I've been back on Facebook for about a week now, and the streams have been pretty good. But I still think the future of Facebook doesn't look very great. You got to remember, at its core, Facebook is a social media platform. Social media and videos. And they just happen to have a live streaming section. Now, one of the positives of Facebook is the fact that you can have everything in one spot. You've got your live streams, videos, reels, you've got your groups, and you can post videos, stories, everything. But I think this is where people get too comfortable, and I was definitely guilty of this. I just kept myself within the Facebook ecosystem. And if you've been around for a little while, you might know this, but a lot of people don't really take Facebook seriously. As bad as it sounds, you know, like brands, organizations don't really see Facebook as a viable platform. You know, I've heard stories of people like not getting opportunities because they stream on Facebook. You know, you have to be on Twitch or YouTube. And I've never really been a fan of Twitch. I never liked the idea of giving a platform 50% of my income. I think that's absolutely rubbish. Another bonus of Facebook is that you get 100% of your revenue. And just to be clear, this isn't trash talking Facebook. This is just my observations. You know, I've been on the platform for nearly 3 years. I've done a lot of growing and learning as well. There are positives to Facebook, but you shouldn't only be on Facebook. And if you're a Facebook streamer watching this, you need to start growing your YouTube and your TikTok, right? Don't just be a Facebook creator. Be a creator that streams on Facebook. Be a creator that maybe streams on Facebook and or Kick or YouTube, but don't just limit yourself to Facebook. I feel like there's a certain cap on how much you can go on Facebook. Back in April, my best month, I had nearly 10 million views on Facebook. And it was great. I, you know, earned good money and stuff, but in the grand scheme of things, that didn't really get me much. Whereas if I got 10 million views on YouTube, that's a completely different story. I mean, if I got the same amount of views on my Facebook, on my YouTube, I think I'd be in a much better position. Anyway, that's just my thoughts. You know, I think if you make it on YouTube, you can make it anywhere. Yeah, I think the start of this all sort of came with the Facebook gaming app. being removed. I think that was a big blow. And then they removed a gaming section within the main Facebook app itself and just moved all videos under one section. And then Meta had all their layoffs. They got rid of pretty much the entire gaming team, and everyone was just kind of left in the dark, left in the dust. We didn't know what was going on. There's been hardly any communication from Facebook's side saying what's going on with the platform. They say they're committed to Facebook gaming, and while I don't think it'll ever go away, like I don't think they're going to stop live streaming, they're not going to stop gaming, I don't think they're investing in it further. Now, don't take my word for it, but it's just from my experience, what I've seen, I don't think it's a priority for them. A lot of people didn't get their contracts renewed. I'm not sure if they're signing new partners, but a lot of people didn't get their contracts renewed, which is why they left. And honestly, what's nice is seeing these partners leave and actually do better on other platforms. It brings me back to where I said Facebook kind of has a cap, I think, of how well you can do. I feel like I've been sort of at the same level for over a year now, and I just can't seem to break past it. But I will say that I love my community that we built on Facebook. I'm trying to kind of expand it. I've sort of built a little community over on YouTube. There's people that only watch my content on YouTube. They don't come to Facebook, which I think is kind of cool. So whenever I upload a video on YouTube, there's always those people watching my uploads, which is great. When I was streaming, they were loving it. And even most of my Facebook community that was watching my YouTube streams, they loved it because YouTube, better video quality, notifications are consistent. The only downside is the YouTube live chat isn't the best, but I think if they could improve that, it'd be great. Because YouTube has lives, shorts, do community posts, has everything. But ever since my ban, my page is just tanked. You can see on this graph here, I'm not going to show the specific numbers, but you can see the downtrend. It basically went just to zero. Like I said before, my videos do quite well. So about 95% of my views come from my videos, right? That's my main grind, I guess. It's my content, where my views and most of my income comes from. So theoretically, and back in April when I had my best month, I actually had 3 weeks off stream. So those views purely VODs, right? Because you may not know this, but Facebook actually puts your lives against your VODs. So they're competing. If you upload a video, you go live, they're competing for each other. So if you're just uploading videos, theoretically your videos will do better because they're only competing with themselves and not a live. A 3-minute video versus a 3-hour live stream, that's not fair. So even though I was banned from live streaming, I was still uploading videos, but they tanked. They weren't getting shown in the algo, they weren't getting recommended. My video earnings were less than a third the previous month. Now, luckily, my community is fairly generous over on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, I'm not asking for pity. Like I said, one of the best things was being able to do this without having to worry about stars and subs and donations. And it's me. I'm the creator. I chose to go full time. This is my issue. All right, I'm not going to sit here and beg for money. I'm not going to say, oh, if you don't send me this, I'm going to stop streaming. No, this is my issue to figure out. I've just either got to get back in the algorithm or just continue to grow my YouTube. But this is my issue to figure out. But at the same time, I also need to keep my financial security in mind. Now, YouTube, it's pretty good. 70-30 split, so 70% goes to the creator, 30% to YouTube. Kick has a 95-5 split, so 95% goes to the creator, 5% to Kick. Like I said before, Facebook has a 100% split, but we all know Facebook, all the things I've said, and like I said, I feel like there's just a cap. So financially, Kick is the best platform. I think overall, YouTube, you've got your lives, your videos, your shorts, but YouTube is a lot harder to grow on, I find. It really rewards consistency, good video editing, which I'm trying to get better at, but obviously it's not quite at the level on my Facebook videos just yet. I don't know. I don't want to leave Facebook, but I don't want to dedicate 100% of my time to Facebook, especially a month ban, no support whatsoever. If it happens again, what do? I'm screwed. So I'd like to start splitting my time between Facebook and other platforms. I really liked the month I did on YouTube. Seeing so many people thrive on Kick, I won't lie, it's really tempting. I had a question for Kick about my username. I sent them an email and I literally got a response in 1 minute. So the support's there. They actually care about the creators. They're bringing in all these new incentives and programs to pay creators. Obviously, I'm late to the boat. I'm not bothered. I'm not trying to get, second class or third class or whatever. I think eventually they'll roll it out to anyone anyway. But yeah, just seeing all these and current Facebook creators thrive on Kick really gives me hope. But ultimately, it comes down to the community. No one's going to go and just discover me on Kick. The base of it is the current community. And I know some people prefer to watch on Facebook. Some people don't like to go to other platforms. And I get it. I really do. I think it's unrealistic and kind of delusional to expect your entire community to follow you to a different platform. platform. I mean, these are your people with lives and jobs and preferences, you know, and that's fine. Like, I get it. Obviously, I do appreciate the people that do follow my other platform. We'll move over. But just to let you know that as convenient and nice as Facebook is, it doesn't have creators' best interests at heart. You know, I want to give you guys as much as I can. There's just no future at Facebook, and unfortunately, I can't sacrifice my future and potential growth in my career for the sake of a few people's convenience. I know that sounds harsh, but it's just the truth. I've got to think about my career, where I want to go, and continues to grow this community. We might lose a few people on the way. That's a risk that I think we just have to take. You know, unfortunately, Facebook just isn't the way anymore. I'm not going to completely leave Facebook. What I'm going to start doing is we'll do an hour or two on Facebook, and then we're going to move over to Kick or YouTube and do the rest of the stream there. So right now I'm doing like 3-4 hour streams. I'm going to do the first half on Facebook so you guys can see the start of the stream, get that initial notification. And then we're going to switch to Kick and or YouTube, or do multi on both. Now, I'm not really a fan of multi-streaming. I prefer to have the community in one place. I just think it's easier. I think diversifying your live streams isn't really as important as diversifying your content. Content is king, always been king, it always will be king. So I'm going to continue diversifying my content, which just means posting on other platforms, which I've been doing for a while, but I'm going to really put a focus on YouTube. But I prefer to stream on one platform, at least not multi-stream with Facebook. You know, I put a month into YouTube. I don't want to just put a month in Kick and see where we go. But if you're not already following me, it's Peak TV on Kick. I'm going to leave the link to my Kick page in the description. So make sure you do drop a follow. But I'd like to at least get verified on Kick. I'm partnered on Facebook, partnered on YouTube. I'd like to get verified in Kick so we have that kind of next step up, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to start doing this transition at some point this month. Then maybe it may come to a point where I just end up doing a whole day on Kick or YouTube. But I don't want to completely abandon my Facebook community. I don't want to abandon the platform. I still want to upload content there every single day, which I do. You know, I think I'd be silly just to stop uploading and stop going live full turkey, which I think some people did, and it was a big mistake. The only reason I really want to stream on Facebook is because of the community, not because of the platform, but for you guys. You know, I'm doing it for you guys. But ultimately, I do want to branch out as a creator, as a streamer, not just be a Facebook streamer, not just be a Facebook creator. I really want to focus on my YouTube, grow that, get to a point again where I don't have to worry about stars and subs and all that, and really solidify my place as a creator. Because every creator will say this, but I believe in my content. I believe in the uniqueness of it, getting a lot better at my editing, storytelling, and I'd really like to kind of hone it in, make an impact on YouTube from my side. Now, there's not very many people doing the sort of content that I'm doing on Warzone. There are a few, you know, that do similar stuff, but I'd really like to leave my mark and just continue to grow. So pretty much what I wanted to say, just kind of let you know what I think about the whole situation with Facebook. Yeah, thank you all so much for your support so far. I'm going to keep my partnership on Facebook because I think giving up the partnership will help my page even further. So I'm going to keep the partnership, but we'll be exploring other platforms. You know, it's just kind of crazy how literally at the flick of a switch, Facebook can just turn it off like that, which feels like what's happened to my page. Ever since I got that ban, my views and reach have just gone in the bin. And it may come back, but I'm just super frustrated and annoyed at the platform myself for even allowing it to happen. Lack of support and just a lack of direction for the gaming side of Facebook.